All right, so let's go over some frequently asked questions about the home share program. So, what is a home equity investment? HEIs are also called sharing agreements. Instead of borrowing against the value of the home, you can choose to option a portion of your equity using an HEI. As far as how much money can a homeowner get, this is going to depend on how much equity the homeowner has and what the value of their property is ultimately. It is required by law that a homeowner is left with at least 20% of their equity. So, for example, if I own my home outright, let's say my home is worth $500,000, meaning I have $500,000 worth of equity, I would not be able to extract 100% of that. I would legally be required to be left with 20% of that 500,000. Most home share agreements are capped at 150,000. We get into some of the special circumstances where a home is extremely valuable, where it can go beyond that. But generally speaking, these agreements are capped at $150,000. As far as what the funds can be used for, really any type of home improvement. So solar, batteries, roofing, exteriors, interiors, even landscaping, if that's what the homeowner is interested in having done to their home and using this program for. Any type of homeowner or any type of home improvement. There's not a requirement for solar to be involved. If solar is involved, there's no requirement of a certain percentage of the agreement to be solar versus a roof versus other type of home improvements. The homeowner does have the ability to request additional cash be sent directly to them, perhaps for debt consolidation, paying off other loans, or rebuilding their savings account. All right, some more frequently asked questions. How much are the monthly payments for a home share? Well, there are no monthly payments, simply. As far as how much does this cost? Closing costs will vary, based on the situation. There is that origination fee of 3% that's additive to whatever your contract price is. And closing costs average about $2,000. Can be more, can be less, depending on the circumstance. We'll be able to give you, or NADA will be able to give your homeowner a much more accurate estimate when they have that qualification call. Can a home share be paid off early? Yes, there are no penalties for exiting an agreement early. NADA will help by offering deeply discounted refinance options and real estate services. So again, no prepayment penalties for paying a home share off early. Who owns the home? The homeowner always retains ownership of the home. NADA does not go on the deed of the home. So this is literally not ownership or NADA taking ownership of the homeowner's property. A home share is represented as a secondary lien to the primary on the home. What happens if a homeowner sells their home? NADA will offer deeply discounted real estate services in many locations. So it's best that the homeowner check with NADA first before they sell their property to see what their options are, or if they're looking at refinancing. The homeowner can order a payoff on a home share, just like a mortgage payoff, which would be handled by the title company at closing. So what happens then if a homeowner doesn't want to pay this off within or at the 10-year mark? You've got options. Homeowner has options. There are 3 options at the end of the 10-year term, and NADA will help the homeowner with whichever option they choose. If the homeowner is not selling the homeowner has the option to refinance. They can pay the home share off, or they can renew the agreement with NADA for an additional 10 years. So flexibility is part of the attractive feature that these home shares offer. How does a homeowner know if they're eligible? Home shares are generally available for candidates with a 580 plus FICO score and homeowners that own at least 30% of their property or have 30% equity in their home. The homeowner can contact NADA by going into the EOS platform, creating a customer record, having that homeowner accept the terms of use, and then having the homeowner call 833-463-6232 to get qualified by an equity specialist at NADA for their home share. Now, as far as what documents are required, any homeowner that makes the decision to move forward with a home share, they will be required to provide the following. That's going to be a copy of a government issued photo ID, so typically a driver's license or a state ID, a passport would work, a current copy of their mortgage statement, proof of homeowner's insurance. The declaration page is what's most common. If the homeowner wants to send the entire policy, that's fine as well. Proof of income or a Social Security awards letter if the homeowner is retired and no longer actively receiving income. The proof of income could be a 1099, a W-2, several months of pay stubs, or at least 2 months of bank statements. A copy of a Social Security card. If the homeowner does not know where their Social Security card is, a Medicaid ID card could work. Any government issued document that has the homeowner's Social Security number on it will typically work for this requirement. And then finally, the signed disclosures that NADA will send via DocuSign after the homeowner has been qualified and expressed intent to proceed.